Hello, everyone. Welcome to Think Academy's Grade 3 Challenge. Let's look at question number 1. Over here, which of the angles below is the angle with E as the vertex? So we have some options here. Before we get to the question, let's recap a little bit of angles. Do you guys remember what angles are? Well, an angle is a figure described by two rays sharing a common endpoint, right? Look at the common endpoint here. Let's name it V, right? And then we have two other points on each of the sides. What is the angle here? How do we name this angle? Well, just like we discussed in class, easy way to remember how to name the angle is just draw over the shape, right? We have this angle here at the vertex V, which is the common endpoint, correct? How do we describe it? Let's pick a color. How about blue? Let's draw over it. Draw over the figure you are trying to describe. We are trying to describe this angle that goes from A to V to B. A to V to B. So it's angle AVB. That's it. And the vertex is right here. It's a V in the middle of the angle. And this is what's going to help us solve this question. So we have DAE. So DAE. Clearly the vertex is at A. That's the common endpoint. So this is obviously not part of the answer. Let's try ADE. ADE, before even drawing it, we know D is in the center, right? ADE, so this cannot be the vertex because it's not E. Let's try option C. Okay, we have DEA, D to E to A. So DEA, right? E is the common endpoint of the two rays, DE and AE, and E is in the middle, and it is a vertex. So option C is correct. Let's go on to question number 2 for the grade 3 challenge. Justin spent an average of $500 per month from January to April. January to April, January, February, March, April. That is 4 months. $300 per month from May to July. May to July, May, June, July. That is 3 months. $400. Let's mark that with green. In total, from August to September, okay, and $300 per month from October to December. October to December, October, November, December. Again, 3 months. How much do you spend in average per month for all those months? So how much was his average spending in all of those months? Let's recall a little bit. Average is the total divided by the number of groups. Very good. Or in English terms, it is about, right? We have the total of what? We need to find the total spending in all of those months, right? Let's find the total spending. So we have $500 per month from January to April. So $500 each month for 4 months. So we have 500. Let's do the total. 500 times 4 for the 4 months. Okay, we got this covered. Let's go on to $300 per month from May to July. So 300 for a month for 3 months. 300 times 3. Okay, we have this covered. Now let's go to the green. $400 in total from August to September. So is it going to be 400 times 2? One for August, one for September? No, be careful. In total. So it's just 400 that was spent across those months. And then let's go on to $300 per month for 3 months. 300 times 3. Add these up to get the total spending across all these months. So we have what do we do first? We have a 400 and another 900 over here. So in total, we have 900 plus 900, which is 1800, plus 400, 2200, plus 2000, Okay, let's check that again. 2,000 plus 1,800, 3,800 plus 400, 4,200. Okay, so that is our total spending. And how many groups do we have? What do we mean by this? That means how many, in this case, months do we have? Well, we know that is 12, isn't it? 12 months, January to December. So we have finally our average spending every month as 4,200 divided by 12, which will give us a certain amount of spending per month. What do you guys think it is? Very good. $350 a month. Brilliant. So that is how much we spend per month. Remember, average is the total divided by the number of groups, right? In plain terms, average is the number about. It means, in plain terms, if we have a bunch of different groups, right? Different shapes, different numbers in these groups, and we added up all the numbers in these groups, then if we redistribute the numbers in these groups such that we want to have all of them having the same number, then what would that number be? Or in English terms, average is just about. So remember, total divided by the number of groups, that will give you your answer. Let's move on to question number 3 for the Grade 3 Think Academy Challenge. A total of 8 chickens and rabbits. Ooh, this is my favorite question. 8 chickens and rabbits in total, caged together. There are 22 legs in total. How many chickens and how many rabbits are there in the cage, respectively? Well, what do you need to know about the legs of a chicken? Okay, let's draw this chicken here. Oops, that is one really weird looking chicken. All right, sorry about that, fellas. I tried my best. So, the chicken here has 2 legs. Okay, so now let's draw a rabbit. A really weird looking rabbit that I'm sure you guys are like, this does not look like a rabbit, but this is the best I can do. This is 4 legs for the rabbit, isn't it? Now we know there's 8 chickens and rabbits caged together, and there are 22 legs. But we don't know how many of these are chickens and how many are rabbits. But at the heart of it, this is a group question, right? Yes, you can try some numbers randomly and get the answer, but that's going to take too long. So instead, we do it in a smart guessing way. Don't guess, smart guess. These sort of questions, you assume the smallest group to be all of the units. So 8 chickens and rabbits. Which one is the smaller group? The one with 2 legs or the 4 legs? Very good. The chicken is smaller, right? Let's assume all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's assume all of them to be the smaller group. So which means they all have 2 legs. Okay, if that's the case, then how many legs do we have? If we assume all chicken, we will have 1 chicken has 2 legs, so 8 chickens has 16. Very good. But what's that? When we assume this, what is going on here? We have 22 in reality, and we only have 16 when we assume all chickens. Where is this extra 6 legs coming from? Where is it coming from? Very good. Well, obviously, we also have some rabbits that we haven't accounted for. The rabbits have more 2 legs compared to the chicken, right? They have 4 legs, the chicken has 2. So this extra 6 legs is probably coming from the extra 2 legs that the rabbit gives us, isn't it? So we have the extra 2 legs given to us by the rabbit. So in total, we have 3 rabbits. And if we have 3 rabbits and we know there are 8 chickens in total, that means we have 8 minus 3 or 5 rabbits. Oh, I mean chickens. So 8 minus 3, 5 chickens, and that's how you do it. Right? Assume all of them to be the smaller group, because that way we can make some smart guessing We have 16. We realize, well, that's not the reality. Our assumption is far off from the reality by 6 legs. Where is this extra 6 coming from? We know that the extra 6 is probably coming from the extra 2 legs that the rabbit has. So that is how we find the rabbits, and we know the total, so we can find the chicken. Let's move on to question number 4 of Think Academy's Grade 3 Challenge. This year, James is 9 years old. William is 18 years old. In how many years later, the sum of their ages will be 59? That's just simple, right? We have a James and we have a William. Oop, sorry. Forgot to give them hands. James or William are like, where are my hands? Okay, so this is so easy, isn't it? James is 9, right? And William is 18. We are asked, how many years later would the sum of their ages be 59? What does the sum of an age mean? What is a sum? Very good. Sum is just the addition, right? So let's see. Today, the sum of their ages is very good. 9 plus 18, which will give us 27. And we want to know, when will this 27 become 59? That's simple, isn't it? Very good. It's just 59 minus 27, which will give us what? 32, isn't it? That's all we have to do. 32 years later, the sum of their ages will be 59. But let's wait. Let's check. Is it really the case? What happens 32 years later? Why, for years, 32 years later, James becomes how old? Very good. 9 plus 32, so 41, right? And William becomes how old? William also increases by 32, right? So how old is William? Very good. He was 18, and 32 years later, he will become 18 plus 32, which is 50. And the sum of their ages in 32 years is now what? 91, not 59. We have counted something extra. What have we counted extra? Well, if you notice, 32 years later, James increased by 32 in age, but does that mean William stayed the same in age? No, right? Even William went up by 32. Therefore, the sum of their age today, which is 27, when we take that into account and we see what we want the sum of the ages to be later, just because the difference is 32, doesn't mean it's 32 years later. We're counting it twice, right? If we're counting the ages twice, once for James, once for William, what do we do? Very good. We have to divide this 32 by 2 because it's going equally for James and William. Both are growing up by the same age, and we get 16. Now let's check 16 years later. Maybe we're wrong, maybe we're correct, right? We have 16 years. 9 plus 16, today he's 9 years old, so later 25. 18 plus 16, 18 plus 6, 24, 34. Let's check. 25 plus 34, voila, we get 59, which is what we want the sum to be. Right, so in these sort of problems, just double check and remember, the sum of an age includes 2 people. So if you have these age problems, know that in the future, if you're counting the sum of something, you are counting the sum of more than just one person. So the sum increases by twice the number of years because you're counting 2 people. Very good. Let's move on to our final question for the grade 3 challenge. October 1st, 2020 is a Thursday. What day is it after 15 days? Oh, okay. Let's write it down. This is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we go back to Thursday on the top. Here we have October 1st is a Thursday. Okay. We want to know what is the day after 15 days. Well, we can count one by one. Thursday is October 1st, so Friday is October 2nd, so Saturday is October 3rd. That's going to be too time consuming and boring, right? Let's figure out a faster way. We want to skip 15 days. Okay. What do we know about a week? 1 week is 7 days, right? So every 7 days, we land on the same day, isn't it? So if October 1st is now, let's have October 1st here, Thursday, October 1st. In 1 week, which is next Thursday, what will the date be? 1 plus 7, the 8th, right? Let's check. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, the next Thursday, right? We just add a week and we end up on the same day, isn't it? If we're on Friday and we say next week, it's Friday. So let's skip count again by a week or 7 days. So we've skipped by 7 here. Let's skip by 7 here again. So now we are at 15th, which is Thursday again. Is answer 15? How much have we skipped by? Very good. We've skipped by 1 7, another 7, so 14 days is what we've skipped by. So we got to go one more day, which is the 16th. So just go one down from Thursday to Friday, and there you have it. The answer is Friday. What day is it? It is our favorite day of the week. Friday, time for the weekend. So, this is how you do this question more efficiently. Obviously, this is an easy one, but you're going to have more variations of this question where if you use a week instead, you'll be able to calculate a lot faster. So, this is it for today. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again at Think Academy.